Hello, how are we doing today? My name is Spectrum Dominus, and today we are sorting cards for grading purposes. And what does that mean? What that means is we have a lid for a box that has a bunch of cards in it. I don't know why they're there, except I assume I took them out of a box and put them in there to use the box. We're going to go through. Most of the cards will be going to our team sets that we sell for $1. There will be random cards in there that will be cards I collect, players, PC cards. That's what we're doing. We're just pulling my PC cards, and occasionally there will be cards that are in top loaders back here that may have better cards in it than I even know are there. So we'll see what we've got. There's a lot in here. Let's get started and get it knocked out as we're finishing up the box lid. All right, I'm gonna pull all of this stuff out of and just kind of put it to the side over here. But also, I'm gonna pull out the extra stuff because there's, well, Dave and Buster's cards. There's a ticket to Yankees. I'll do it here. New York Yankees, Len Ferraccio. Oh, look at that. I just gave that. Well. Oh, well. I don't know why I have that. I have I have these tickets, and then these came with hologram cards. Two of the cards got destroyed. One, the Cal Ripken, I sent to get graded and came back an 8 or a 7, I think. But I don't know what to do with the tickets, but that's another. I may sell them on eBay. And then we have these like big cards and these perforated cards that you can bend them in half, and I'm not sure what I want to do with them. Do I want to find the ones I like? Like I keep Sandberg and I keep Schmidt. Do I bend it in half and put them as individual? So I'm not sure what to do with these yet. Those are things that need to be discussed and figured out. But those are also in the box top, so that's confusing. But for us, we're just doing the cards that are here. So let's get these out of our way. And let's start with a small handful here. Starting with 87 Donruss, Lamar Hoyt, Rick Rhoden, Ron Davis, Mike Aldretti, Mike Flanagan, Joey Meyer, Mark Gubicza, Jerry Willard, Bob Sebra, Larry Parrish, Chris Borzio, Harold Reynolds, Mackie Hatcher, John Javier, Mike Heath, and Tom Stoddard. Nothing. Then, looks like we got some football. 90 Fleer football, to be exact. And in that, we have Ray Berry, Joey Browner, Anthony Carter, Chris Dolman, Rick Finney, Rich Gannon, Hassan Jones, Steve Jordan, Rick Carlos, Kirk Loudermilk, Keith Millard, Scott Stutter, Wade Wilson, nice, Deadpool, Gary Zimmerman, Rick Finney, Steve Brown, Ernest Givens, John Grimsley, Alonzo Highsmith, Bubba McDowell, Tony Zendajias, Steve Brown, Ernest Givens, John Greasley, and Bubba McDowell. All right, those are football. But wait, there's more. More 87 Donruss. Dwight Evans, Cal Daniels, Billy Sample, Robbie Thompson, Mike Marshall, Frank Viola. Look at that. We're going to give that, in all of its beat-up glory, 87 Donruss Frank Viola to Shane, the bartender. Carl Best. Turn it over. Rafael Ramirez. Craig Matthews. Charlie Lee Brown. Chris Crodoroli. Mike Smithson. Mariana Duncan. Pat Towler. Alfredo Griffin. Dickie Thon. Dick Schofield. Tim Flannery. Paul Oshamacher. Tom Brookins. Checklist. A checklist that's actually been checked. Not by me. Jeff Dedman, Mark Einhorn, Mike Lavarde, Mitch Webster, Glenn Braggs, Dan Petrie, Bob Horner, Greg Gagne. We'll give that to Shane as well. These cards are not in the greatest condition. I suspect, based on the condition and the fact that that checklist was checked, that these are cards I got off for someone else. They gave me their collection or something. Darrell Evans, checklist checked. Phil Lombardi, Tracy Jones, Andy Van Slyke, Dave Bergman, Al Newman, Don Carmen, Marty Barrett, Corey Snyder, Wilfredo Tejada, Dale McCormick, Ty Gee, John Stefera, Jeff Sellers, Randy Kuchar, Jimmy Jones, Lee Mazzilli, Cliff Speck, Jeff Musselman, Scott Nielsen, Rick Aguilera, Wayne Tollison, Jose Gonzalez, Corey Snyder, Buddy Biancalana, Ray Soff, Glenn Hubbard, Tim Pajzanarski, Louis Aquino, Mickey Brandley, Doyle Alexander, Sammy Stewart, and then some puzzle pieces. I will be keeping the puzzle pieces. I am trying to put together all the puzzles. I want to put them together, frame them, and then put the card that goes with them in the frame or whatever. So that could be fun. Just a little side thing I'm looking to do. More to come. Ken Gerhardt, rated rookie. Mike Burbeck. Terry Steinbach. There is a rookie worth notable rookies. Don't collect Terry Steinbach, but that was someone we chased back in the day. That is a notable rookie. I'll take it. Oil Can Boyd, Ed Correa, Ozzie Virgil, Sid Bream, Jose Cruz, Ozzie Guillen, Hubie Brooks, Bobby Witt, checklist Jack Clark, 87 tops. Ron Darling, Ed Winston, Bruce Benedict, Rick Shue, John Shelby, Mike Kingerly, Juan Espinito, Vita Blue, Sal Butera, Jerry Mumphrey, Mike Bielecki, Kelly Downs, Bruce Bocci, Alvaro Espinoza, Rance Mullikins, Billy Hatcher, Junior Ortiz, Tim Burke, Biff Roberts, Mike Marshall, Jesse Orozco, twice, Eric Show, Alejandro Pena, 88 tops, Benito Santiago, record breaker, Sparky Anderson, Andres Galarraga, Bob Melvin, Bill Landrum, twice, Tonell Cole, Hubie Brooks, Sean Raleigh, twice. All right. This is not a complete bust yet. We got a Terry Steinbach out of it. Randy Bush, Tom O'Malley, Mark Langston, Reds leaders, Joey Cora, Scott Geraltz, Jim Wallwounder, Teddy Higuera, Kelly Gruber, Bob Welsh, Greg Harris, Carney Lansford, Cecil Cooper, Ken Griffey Sr., Doug Willie Wilson, Dennis Powell, Sean Hilgess, times 3, Dave Winfield, we'll sleeve that, Don S., Sid Bream, Pat Clements, Pedro Guerrero, and Fernando Valenzuela, PJ Surhoff, Bob Rogers, Alex Trevino, Ron Robinson, John Morris, Steve Buchel, Jim Traber, Braves leaders, Dale Murphy, Ken Griffey, 2 other guys, Pedro Guerrero, Stan Clark, twice, Rick Cerrone, Jim Linderman, Bob Stanley, Tito Landrum, Ozzie Guillen, times 2, Terry Poole. We're about halfway now. Let's sleeve up this Dave Winfield, Yankees leaders. We got a card, guys, for us. All right, then we have Jeff Parrott, Gino Petrelli, Frank White, Calvin Schiraldi, Jack Luzarko, Kurt Ford, Bobby Thigpen. Mike Doon, Jim Leland, Joe Boever, twice, Jay Bell, Gary Templeton, Rocky Childress, Matt Noakes. Checklist, Dwayne Bruce, Bruce Benedict, Tim Conway, Rick Rushell, Tony Phillips, Charlie Huff, Tom Pagnazzi, Dan Pasqua, Mike Burbeck, Brad Havens, Sammy Stewart, Twice, George Frazier, Billy Hernandez, Len Sakata, Danny Toto, Dave Palmer, Spike Owen, Daryl Boston, Whitey Herzog, Mike Eichhorn, Mark Grant, Danny Heap, John Mazzarno, Eddie Williams, Henry Cotto, Dick E. Knowles, Checklist, Keith Hughes, Jeff Ballard, Ron Roenick, Joe Sambito, Troy Gloss. We are into the MVP. All right. This is when I got back into it for a little while. I got back into it. What year is this? 90. Man, why can't you clear up? You say 94. Not 100% sure though. Darren Erstad, Francisco Rodriguez, Steve Friendly, Javi Lopez, Rafael Furcal, Geronimo Gill, Jay Gibbons, Roderick Lopez, Chris Singleton, Melvin Wood, Jeff Conine, Kerry Wood. Oh, that was a guy. Kerry Wood. Mark Bellandan, Carlos Lee, Paul Konerko, Sean Casey, Danny Graves, Russell. Man, I can't even read the names. Matt Lawton, Brandon Phillips, Brent Butler, Denny Stark, Andre Torres, George Lombard, Mike Lau, Raul Ibanez, Carlos Feebles, Sean Green, Eric Gagney, Kazu, can't read that letter, don't know, Ishii, Adolis Perez, I need glasses, guys. It's apparent I need glasses. Alex Sanchez, Eric Young, Eric Milton, Doug Minowinkiewicz, AJ Pernitsky. We're going to sleeve that and give it to... That's a name I knew. I don't know many of these people, guys. This is time I try to get back into it, and I just fell out of it real quick because I didn't know anyone. Everyone had moved on. We moved on from my heroes, and none of these guys caught me as being any good. Bartolo Colon, Brad Wilkerson, Jose Vidro, Javier Vasquez, Al Leiter, Armando Benitez. So there might be some stars there, and I just don't know who they are. That's why I don't have them in my top 10 for the position. That's just a time when I was Jason Giambi. I know Jason Giambi. Eric Chavez. I know Eric Chavez. Mark Mulder. Terrence Long. Pat Burrell. I know Pat Burrell. Brian Giles. Aramis Ramirez. Kip Wells. Pokey Reese. Heard the name. Chris Benson. Ryan Klesko. I know Ryan Klesko. Brian Lawrence. Jason Schmidt. Kirk Rudker. Benito Santiago. He must be 90 at this point. Bob Nen. Brett Boone. Mike Cameron. J.D. Drew. I know J.D. Drew. I know Tino Martinez. Edgar Renteria. Jason Isringhausen. I know all these guys. Ben Greaves. Hank Blaylock. I drafted Hank Blaylock every time, or traded for him. He was a rookie in the MLB game I played, and I always got him and turned him into something for some reason. Eric Hinsky, checklist with some Yankee on the cover. Sandy Alomar, Carlos Baerga, Sandy Alomar Jr., and that Fleer paper. I mean, it's weird. Tony Batista, Mark Burrell, Brooks Jacoby, Steve Sachs, and a checklist. That is all for me, nothing. But a lot of those guys, if I had been the same age I was in then when I was in 1987, 88, I probably would have had a lot of those guys on my list and not the previous guys. But all right, here's the greatest. These are great. Here's the sleeved cards. LaFonso Ellis draft picks from front row. I'm gonna pull this out of the sleeve just so I can see it. See, is that 2 cards? Yeah, there's a Billy Owens on the back side. Promo, I need 25,000 produced. Billy Owen, front row promo card, 1992. I mean, these things, I'm not sure what the best thing to do with it. If it's just to see if anyone has any interest in these promo cards on eBay. Probably not, but that's what we're going to do, is we're going to stick them on eBay and see. Jarvis Hayes, this is from the LeBron James year, rookie orientation victory. I bought a box of this stuff, ended up with 3 LeBrons, 2 Carmelo Anthonys, a couple Dwayne Wades. I have no clue where any of it is. No clue. Something happened to it, and I wouldn't say I have my suspicions, because that would imply that I would know someone I suspected someone who walked out with it. I just suspect someone walked out with it. But Jarvis Hayes, we got Aqualad, Beast Boy, Raven. This card is a redemption card, never redeemed, for the number 2 draft pick in the 2001 draft. I gotta see who that is. But I may consider, I'll be selling this online. If it was centered better, I might consider grading it. I know that's silly, but yeah, I'm gonna see if anyone has any interest in that. Then we have, let's see, TJ Ford, Milwaukee Bucks, Chris Kaman, Los Angeles Clippers, Troy Bell, Memphis Grizzly, and Diamond Futures, Antoine Jameson. So I got to look into all of them, make sure that they're just cards. Obviously, these are just cards. I have another one that's sitting here that we ran into last time we did one of these. It's the same. So all of these cards, none of these are someone I care about. We will be looking into the basketball guys to see if they have any. These are rare sets, or if they have any whatever. And if not, we'll probably just sell them online. All that. These I've got to find. I've got to make a sell off 100 TCG randomy cards or something and put those in. Oh, and then we have this. We have from Dave & Buster's the Star Trek limited edition. You got these from playing a game at Dave & Buster's. I was going to try to get the set and grade them. And then we have an Ernest Gibbons rookie. Back to back. With a Herschel Walker. So these I will look into their sellability, but this is probably going to eBay as well. I don't collect either of these. I don't really care about either of these. If anyone is an Ernest Gibbons fan, then that could happen to them. Who knows? I could look into it. That centering's not terrible at all. I could look into grading that if it has any whatever. This centering is terrible. So if you're a Herschel, is this considered a rookie card? Like, this is his first year in the NFL. He has USFL stats for that. I'll have to look into that. We will have to look into that. We won't grade it because its centering is so far off, but selling it, that's an eBay card as well. All right, last little thing, and then we'll go, is I just want to look through. I have this large cards. They've never been opened or anything. Wow. It's a pack. I should open them on exactly what I should do. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna open it. It's still sealed. I ripped off the tab, but I didn't open it. It's still sealed. We're gonna open it on social media. And then these are the only other thing I need to look into. We're gonna sell off this. We're gonna sell off the sticker, but we're gonna look into, I mean, Canseco, Mattingly, Carter, Ripken, Brett, Puckett, Nolan Ryan, Gwynn, Smith. So that's Schmidt, Ryan Sandberg, Wade Bogg, Roger Clemens. So there's a lot in there that I collect. They're numbered here. I got to see if the full set is here or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's a full set. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That is a complete set of M&M's starting lineup. So that I'm going to also sell like that on eBay. The complete set. There is some schmut there. We'll look into that. All right, guys. That was more. That was a lot of eBay stuff. Sell that on eBay. Sell it on eBay. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Got obviously a lot of stuff to go in the team sets. For myself, I literally got one card, and it is a. Oh no, I got two cards. It is a Bobby Thigpen 88 tops and a Dave Winfield 88 tops, which, by the way, I have a complete set of that, I believe, so I will have more of those anyway. So, thanks for showing up, guys. I will see you in the next video. Next video will probably be What's in the Box Wednesday. I think I'm going to shut it down for this week, and we'll do What's in the Box Wednesday next Wednesday, along with some more sorting. I'll see you then.